Welcome to Wyoming, guys. It's a little breezy this morning, but it's Wyoming, so what else would you expect? It's always windy here, from what I've been told. Martin is running the camera. Logie Bear's getting some stuff together. And it's just the three of us. We are doing some exploratory scouting, and it's July 18th, so we've got still a little bit of time until the season opens, but I was fortunate enough to draw a Wyoming elk tag. I started applying in Wyoming 9 years ago and finally got a tag set up and drawn this year. So I'm really excited. I've never had a chance to hunt this state. And we drove over yesterday, found this camp spot, and really just trying to verify some of the e-scouting that we've done. So if you guys have ever played the points game, you know kind of how this works. If you've never applied for an out-of-state elk tag, it takes some time in certain states for certain units to draw your tag. We work with goHUNT. You guys have heard us talk about that before. Their draw odds system, filtering 2.0, is kind of like the resource and the tool that helps us try to draw these tags. So I finally got lucky, pulled the tag this year. From there, transitioned to networking, research, Google Earth, and OnXmaps. So I've accumulated a handful of waypoints and places we wanted to check out. And now this trip is really to verify. You can only find out so much on a map, and so we already last night learned a few roads we thought went through were locked on private, and kind of putting the puzzle pieces together, if you will. Now I'm building trail cameras, getting them all set up. So this one is the Stealthcam G34 Max. We've got a DS4K cam. We got the G45 NG Max, which kind of focuses on nighttime. So I'm gonna have 4 cameras built, ready to go in our pack, and the next couple days is just gonna be trying to find signs, scout for elk, drop cameras if we see anything cool, and really just better prepare myself for the next scouting trip, and also, again, update the OnX map so we know what's what. So we don't have any service right now, but the cool thing is with OnX Maps, if you save the maps, you can just pull them up, and all the waypoints that you have stored will be available offline. So I saved a ton of maps, and literally we will be leveraging and using this tool to go through and update the waypoints that I have in here, some of the zones I want to check out, and again, just finding out, man, does this road actually go through like it shows in the map, or is that piece of private have a gate on it and we can't cross it? Because none of us have ever been here before, that's kind of the program. So come join us, hang out for a little bit. We will be searching for elk, searching for signs, searching for places to put these cameras up and let them marinate for a good month or so. The season starts here on September 1st and runs the entire month. So it's a very awesome opportunity to try to find an elk with my bow. And with this tag, the type of tag that I have, I could actually come back with a rifle later on in October and November and chase one with a rifle. So Wyoming's a pretty cool state. You do have to apply though in Wyoming early. It's one of the first states, so as you go into next January as a non-resident, if you want to try to start building points in Wyoming or draw a general elk tag, you have to apply. They do not have over-the-counter tags for non-residents. So keep that in mind. Again, goHUNT's a great place to kind of learn all of this stuff and start finding out, but it's a fantastic state with a plethora of hunting opportunities. If we have time on the way home, we're gonna also check out some pronghorn country, because I was lucky enough to draw 2 great Wyoming tags, an elk tag and also a pronghorn antelope tag. So gonna be spending a lot of time in Wyoming this fall. Should be a lot of fun. Took a little break, our first service in a while. We're gonna head back to the truck. I feel like we got a good idea of what this zone offers, and honestly what we're looking for is any kind of old sign, so old rubs, scat tracks, water opportunities, paying attention to where there might be different benches, meadows, bedding area, feeding area, game trails, places we could potentially leave a stealth camera, then also like places that you could bivvy camp in September. So we're gonna hike back to the truck and go explore a new area this evening. I think the new area we're gonna be able to do a little bit of glassing, so with any luck, we'll get some eyes on our first elk this evening through the phone scope. Logan's packed the spotting scope around today for no particular reason, but we're gonna put it to use today. Trail camera. We're gonna put up a camera right here. Seen quite a few tracks crossing this little saddle, kind of big flat spot. Martin's been commenting, and we've all been observing. Haven't seen like a ton of really well-used game trails, maybe like we see back home in Utah or something. But there's some old rubs here, and kind of just a little opening in this kind of, I guess, a pocket you could call it. Put my name on this one, just in case somebody steals it. Maybe they'll feel guilty if they see someone actually owns this property. Probably should be running like a lockbox, but I don't have any, so we're just gonna gamble. Okay, this is the Stealthcam G35 NG Max. This one specializes in like nighttime photography in particular, so I've got it on camera mode, programmed everything ahead of time, drop it down to custom. I always put a security key on these, that way if somebody tried to access the camera wouldn't work. They could still steal it, steal the SD card, but they wouldn't be able to utilize the camera at all. Anyway, so we got this one on photo mode. I think I've got it on a 15-second delay, 2 photo bursts at a time. No bait, no salt, nothing. We're just hoping like animals would just walk by, trigger it either direction. We've noticed a bunch of tracks on the road back here, kind of just crossing this big flat from a good canyon that we were glassing earlier over here to more like heavy cover. So again, it's a bit of a risk, a bit of a gamble. We don't know if we'll get anything, but we're gonna try. Type in my security code. You guys aren't allowed to see that. Okay, she's ready to go. She's gonna be taking pictures in about 25 seconds. And lock it up. If you guys are looking to get trail cameras though, if you haven't already known this, all you gotta do is type in HUSH at checkout. You'll get 30% off any of the Stealthcam products. It's a pretty smoking deal. We like this one. We like the G34 Max and also the DS4K cam. All those are cameras that we've run in years past. Dude, it's the third cam we've dropped today. This one's the DS4K mode. We're gonna put on video. It's the best game trail we found so far. Found some bull elk scat, a couple big rubs. Trail comes in this way, and then another one comes in from below. So again, we're gonna have to get a little lucky, but potential's there. Took us a while, found some elk. Pretty big herd out here. Pretty big herd.
Oh, he jumped it?
Just jumped it,
I
yeah.
missed it.
I got it though.
Cool. Would you shoot that bull?
I mean, potentially.
Looks pretty nice, huh?
He looks good, huh? I'm just stoked to finally see a few. Anytime you guys come to a new, like anytime you're hunting a new area, there's always that anxiety of like, man, are we gonna find any animals and how's this all gonna work? We definitely put on a lot of miles today, saw a lot of places, and I've said this already a couple times, but truly this whole trip is just to try to verify what is good and verify what is things like places we wouldn't want to come back to for whatever reason. Could be access, could be just the country didn't look good or whatever, but this is about the best way we could have ended today, was to
find a giant herd elk over here, and then Martin just glassed up these bulls over here. He's just working his way across this flats, and honestly it looks like he's gonna cross the road we're on, head up over into this range. So we're just looking at the maps and trying to determine if, I think they're coming off private now. But anyways, I'm excited.